have been so looking forward to you joining the show because there's one conversation that we cannot wait to have. We're not going to wait a second longer. We're getting into the real debate, and that is Kentucky versus the Fab Five. Last year's freshmen came, saw, and conquered college basketball, but they certainly left a lasting impression as an unselfish group of stars. Now, of course, the most famous group of freshmen remains Jalen Rose's Fab Five Michigan Wolverines. So, Jalen, out in L.A., who would win between last year's Wildcats, Jalen Rose, and your Fab Five squad, the one that lost to Duke in the final your freshman year?
Besides Steve Fisher, who's coaching at San Diego State, Coach Cal is my favorite coach in the nation. And I was rooting for that Kentucky team. They won the championship. We didn't. But they cheated because they didn't start all 5 freshmen. What's going on, Coach? You didn't start all 5. So for that case, we were the young fellas.
Well, let me say this. You know what was neat about that team? One, no more tight shorts. You started putting those shorts down by your knees, and it started a trend. So now we all embarrassed ourselves with those shorts with the buckles and all. Come on. The second thing,
don't fall in the wrong place. You might show something.
The second thing you guys did, my team was different. You guys, you talked a little bit now. Oh, you said, look, we're doing this, and then you went out and did it. You knew there were a lot of people against you, and you used it to rally your team, and it became an unbelievable basketball team. Our team was not that way, but came together the same way your team. And those guys are still your brothers today, aren't they?
Absolutely, and that's what I tell people about college basketball in particular all the time. Don't take these days for granted. When you're in the off-season, you're training, running on the track. Right now, during preseason, those players end up being your brothers. And you really like seeing them in the future if you win together. The teams that you don't win, and you see guys 15, 20 years later, it's like, hey, what's up, man, and keep it moving. The teams you do things special with,
I think there's a little bit of hedging going on here.
I'm about to say,
a little bit of hedging.
Coach, you did not answer the question. Kentucky is going to take it to the Fab Five, right, Coach Calipari?
Well, we had 2 sophomores, Duron Lamb. We really had 6 guys starting. Who'd you guys have? Palenka? Who's the other guys you had?
Yes, we had Rob Palenka coming in off the bench making shots for us. And
but he
Eric
started
Riley
early in the year.
Yeah, they were starting actually all year. That's the biggest misconception about the Fab Five, is that we didn't start the entire year. We started starting against Notre Dame. So Rob Palenka was starting, Michael Talley was starting at a time, Eric Riley got a chance to start as well.
So basically, you hit me in the mouth, and you were not. That's not true. We started 3 freshmen and 2 sophomores, and we had Darius Miller off.
And I still don't have the question answered. We asked the question a long time ago, Coach, and neither one of you guys want to answer.
They want to be too nice.
They're being nice to each other. We need to know who do you think would have won between the 2 teams?
I will say this. I've been following basketball a long time, and the team I just coached,
yes,
wow. And I'm going to tell you why. They were their brother's keeper. They shared sacrifice. Everyone gave up something. Darius Miller started the year before, comes off the bench as our 6th man and gets drafted. The 2 I just told you about, Michael Kidd and Anthony, took less shots than all those other guys. And you had Duron Lamb and Terrence Jones, who came back and didn't act like it was their team. We really had a unique team. We had a chance of going 40-0, which, by the way, is my goal before I retire.
Okay, Hugh, keep it real. Who you got?
I cannot stand this mutual respect that's going on right now. I cannot stand it. So I'm just going to step out there, and I'm going to say offensively, Coach, the Fab Five got you a little bit. They played a little bit better offense. They scored a little bit more points. Your team was more of a defensive team, but I'm going to have to lean towards the Fab Five. But I'm also tell you what, it took me a long time to find some kind of information about the Fab Five because I actually went to Michigan's website, and you guys aren't even on there. Oh, so what's up with that? I had to get a researcher to help me out. Shout out to Pete, because I couldn't find any information on you cats.
Jalen, you gonna let him clown you like that?
I wouldn't be a competitor if I didn't pick our team. Everybody knows I respect Cal. I love the Kentucky team. I rooted for their team. I'm going to have to go with the physical dominance down low of Chris Webber, who was built like Hugh Douglas in college, and Juwan Howard, who's still playing in the NBA to this day.
Cal, okay, I got Kentucky, okay, Cal, and here's why I got Kentucky. This is my theory. Tell me if I'm right or wrong. Today's players coming out of high school are more mature than Jalen's generation. They play so much basketball, they coach so well, they're used to playing together. I think your team was a more mature and more unselfish team than the Fab Five. Am I right or wrong?
No, I'm going to pick my team because these guys went to war for me, but it would be a heck of a game. I mean, it would be their physical presence inside. Like, they were bigger than we were.
Yes.
I mean, they were bigger than us. Now, the one guy, Jalen, couldn't guard anybody, so we would probably...
That's what
There you go. Shots fired.
Now we start. Now the debate starts.
What happened? Did something happen?
I'm with you when you choke. You're right, Coach.
Hey, Coach, here's how...
We would have had ISOs on you the whole game.
There we go.
Going Rose.
There we go. Look, Coach, we do debate a lot differently here at Numbers Never Lie, all right? We let the numbers settle it. So let's let the numbers settle this mythical matchup between the Fab Five and the defending champion Wildcats. Let's see if the numbers agree with me, Coach Cal.
Jimmy King and Ray Jackson locking up on the perimeter.
Locking up nobody,
And
Jalen.
Jalen actually playing
pretty
defense.
cool,
I like that.
We'll
I
get
like
you one
that.
for the crib.
6'8" point guard.
Who would win between the Michigan Fab Five and last year's Kentucky team? Kentucky. The Wildcats ranked among the 25 best teams in both offense and defense last season. You know that? The Fab Five were not among the top 75 best offense or defensive teams in 91-92. Jalen? There you go, Coach.
And numbers never lie. We were also led in field goal percentage, defense, shot blocking.
Well, you're right.
Well, now you want to talk trash. Now you want to talk trash.
I know one thing. We would have crushed Kansas last year also. We had a chance to go against
I'll go with that.
Coach
I'll
Can
go with
Duke.
that.
All right.